we've got a fresh group of bags here from a new bag maker for me. I reviewed their everyday carry bag recently, and I was pretty excited by how quality the design of that bag was. So when they reached out about travel backpack and roller luggage with some packing cubes, I was like, yeah, let's do it. So this is AXONE. Apply directly to the forehead. AXONE. 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 Apply directly to the axe. I'm very excited to get into this, but first let's hit this up. They just launched their Kickstarter, if I'm doing my job right. They just launched it today. Check this, like, you see how this, like, is not a full suitcase? It's like half of one, because this suitcase comes, like, full apart. See that? There is a little zipper that goes all the way across. Now, they are using 500D water repellent polyester. The zips are lockable. They're using Duraflex buckles. All right, here's something you need to think about with your roller bags always. Quality and durability of your wheels, because they're gonna take a massive beating. These have aluminum rims and some decent bearings. They're like inline skate wheels, bro. Parkour. The other thing to think about is the quality of this handle. This feels actually really solid. What they did here is they used an hexagon. Six-sided. Octagon? Six-sided. Hexagon. Have you ever used a bag, I think a lot of us have, that has like a lot of wiggle room in it? Have you ever used a bag that started out great, but then got more wiggly over time? This feels surprisingly solid. One of the nice things about a longer bag like this is you have a shorter throw on this, so I don't have worries about this. It's so nice when things are new, you know? And it just moves so smooth. All right, let's talk about the exteriors here. You have a side pocket, which is pretty large. You could fit a puffy jacket in here. You also have a quick access pocket right here, which goes down to there and has a keychain clip inside of it. Kind of nice to have a quick access inside of a roller bag and jacket thrown right in. Listen, you know me. I tend to travel with only carry-on stuff. If I'm paying for a checked-in bag, it's kind of nice to be able to have large enough like this for my wife and I, possibly my kids as well, everything to be in one bag. So this has the potential to be a solid ruck around, throw it into the hands of the airlines and just go like, hope it makes it there. Let's talk about this material here on the bottom. Not my favorite. I'm not sure how this, it feels like a polyester, like a faux. I don't know how durable this is. I don't know how abrasion resistant and durable this is. They could be choosing something really great here. It certainly looks flashy, like it looks cool. I like that, but I definitely want something from a bag that you're like, you get it, you don't know what the hell it's been through when you get on the other side. And you have all your essential stuff inside of it. I'll link below to the Eagle Creek bag that we've had for years, which I've used a bunch, just a really durable, open, none of the features that this thing has, but a really durable exterior. This polyester feels solid enough. I think that this, I think it gets you there, right? Then you have handles. This is always useful, getting it up onto the rack of a car or something like that. You've got there and there. You've got here and not on this side, okay? So you've got three handles, and these handles feel pretty good. You know, webbing right here, and then they've got a big rivet going through them as they're X'd out into that polyester, and you can see that the bottom half here has a bit more padding, rigid padding, than the top half. Now, one zip goes all the way around, and if I keep going to this back side here, I will just zip this top completely off, but I don't want to do that right now. I just want to open this thing up and get a sense of the size in here. They do have these removable little separators, which is great. I mean, this is all robust down here. This is like massive box I travel with backpacks so often that when I see something like this, I'm like, oh my God, I get a little bit woozy. I'm like, we could carry so much in that. We could take everything that we need. We could bring our whole house. And then on this other side, both sides have their own limiters there, their own little edges that you can zip closed. You've got a segmentable little garment pocket here down in the bottom with some pockets of mesh right here on top. It is basically the same dimensions as that one, but it does not have a hard back down here. This is soft, which is kind of nice because then you're able to push in a little bit more potentially. Now this top pocket is actually accessible. You can see a zipper that goes around the top here, all right? You can get into that without getting into and opening up the whole like half of the bag. So you've got access to this one from the exterior of the bag. Looks like this one is a lockable YKK number 8, I would say, or maybe, yeah, 8 zipper. Okay, I have not seen the prices that they're putting out for these bags yet, so I do not know what they're selling this for. Very innovative that the thing can pop off into 2 different sizes. Maybe that's helpful for storing it and it's taking up less space. Maybe it's helpful for you're getting into a car that is super limited in space and you need to actually literally remove that top half, put it in one area, the bottom half goes in another area. Totally possible situations. I don't know the prices on this. I'd say this is like a $350 roller bag. I think that this bottom chassis and this hand thing, some of the most important parts. So like you can repair stuff up here, you can duct tape. This thing will probably stay together by itself for a long time. Looks like they've got solid stuff going on. You know, I'm not an expert when it comes to roller bags. I've used roller bags a lot in my life. I tend to use Eagle Creek. That's just like pay for Eagle Creek and then you just like you don't have to pay for anything else. This, however, is a rad size and I'm looking forward to using this one the next time that like my wife and I and kids travel somewhere where we can bring a carry-on item and we put everything in here and everybody's just got their own backpacks from there. Okay, travel backpack. Now, these folks have designed some stuff that I thought was really interesting in that daily carry that I reviewed of theirs. I'll link to that below. Already, I'm kind of digging this black with orange. It feels like it's gonna look good. We're using a 420D high density nylon. You can feel that here. This is different from the luggage we were just looking at. We've got Duraflex buckles, YKK zips. These accessory straps are probably gonna come in handy for strapping on a backpack or something. In fact, you pull those around the back like this when you want to go into luggage pass-through mode. That's sort of the luggage pass-through. One of the most interesting things about these guys' bags is this harness system, okay? First of all, we can adjust left to right how wide our neck or shoulders are. We've got some load-bearing straps. This aluminum bar, which has some curvature to it. Can you see that? Gives you some back support. It also takes the weight from the top of the pack and distributes it down to the bottom. Huge, chunky, soft, very soft padding. But you have this strange, can you see this? It moves through the bottom of the bag. It's from a company called ARN, A-A-R-N. And it's made so that you don't waste energy struggling against something that's not moving. They believe that the backpack should, as your shoulders are moving, there should be some easy movement between, like it keeps the bag right where it's supposed to be, but your shoulders have a little bit of movement. I thought that was quite interesting. On the daily carry bag, it wasn't quite as important because you're not carrying as heavy of a load, but this is quite heavy. Then the final thing here is this, this sternum strap is actually a zippered, full-on, like zip it together in the front, right? So it's like solid. Let's check that out in a second. On the top, we've got a quick access pocket, which has a little bit of dimension in it. It's quite tight, so AirPods and my phone can fit in there easily. Water bottle pocket with some stretch mesh here, which looks like it doesn't want to fit a big, like you can't do a big old Nalgene, just something like, you know, those taller plastic bottles that you buy at the store, at the airport. And then there's a secret little passport pocket right back here, which is nice. Final exterior pocket here is on both sides. You have access to different pockets in the middle, okay? So on one side, it's a discrete pocket from this other, and this one here has some meshes inside there. So kind of an interesting way to get lots of pockets. So this is 1, 2, water bottle 3, quick access 4, private pocket 5. That's all the external access on here before getting into the main compartment of the bag. You've got some compression straps which go over a zipper here, and then these accessory straps go over that zipper if you've got them hooked in. I'm gonna pull those out. Handle, not on the water bottle side, but on the other side. Handle up top, handle on the bottom. No handle on the bottom, but there is a secret, another external guy. This is Rainfly, okay? Clipped in, cover the whole thing if you're really traveling through some deluge. You're in the deluge, cover yourselves up. Lots of, like a super feature-rich bag. As I'm playing with this, I like this material. I do, I really do like this material. This is a 420D nylon, high-density nylon. This is the same material on the bottom of that luggage. I'm a little bit like, I don't know. We'll see how that works over time. And then this down here is even more rugged than this, a little more abrasive and just like kind of tough, just on the bottom part of the bag here. Now, then you have this tech compartment in the back, which goes almost all the way down. Kind of nice, because you get this little opening here. Laptop, tablet, and then a bunch of admin stuff over here. Undies, a couple pens, undies, zipper guy here, which goes down to this zipper guy here. Pretty solid. Now, what I like about this is there is, can you see this, the space here? There is some inner dimension built in for that to actually go in, and for you to have some stuff in these pockets. A lot of bag companies just like smush this all together, and it doesn't feel good to zip it up. They've built in some dimension, and I like that. Okay, let's see what our main compartment actually looks like here. Opens to here. Oh. Now, this is not the full capacity of the bag. You'll see another zipper back here, whose zipper pull comes all the way around through some compression straps, right? So you gotta push it through some compression straps here. And then you get an extra, I don't know, maybe 5 liters. I can't remember what they said. I don't think they said it expands to 35 liters, okay? So, nice little, you see the size here, it's about 2 inches that we've just opened up. Nice little addition here of getting this bag to be able to carry more stuff. On this side, you've got a big garment pocket that you could put stuff into, and you've got some little meshes for your undies and your socks and stuff. On this side, you do have some, like this is a nice little 3D pocket. That's where my undies go. It's nice when you can pack into a bag. There's a little air tag pocket. That's kind of nice. Nice when you can pack into a bag that you kind of live out of. Like this little pocket right here with the 3 dimensions. That's nice. That's something that I would be like incentivized to use. You can see down here, that's our Rainfly coming out of the bottom of the bag. Okay, now let's look at some of these packing cubes that they've got, all right? Big guy, this is like a wash bag, like dirty clothes bag. Little guy, medium guy. Here's like regular sized towels to sort of give you a sense of it. And I wanna kind of fill this up. I like this black material. I don't know what this is, but I like it. And it looks like it's actually expandable. On the back side, there's a zipper for expansion, so let's get to. One of the things I like about packing cubes is I can get to where I'm going, pull everything out of my bag. All the packing cubes, those go into literally the dressers or just like at the foot of the bed where I'm staying, and then I can use my bag as like a daily carry bag. I'm trying to compress this down. I'm interested in this expansion that this bag does, I'm gonna pack it out, and then I'm going to pull everything out and compress it to see if it's like, is this too big to use as a daily carry bag? Okay, let's load this up in the bottom, and this is like, yeah, this is even given, we even have a little bit more room on top of this, right? Which is nice. The packing cube is designed well. And it looks like this one would be perfect right on top of it if I didn't pack it out too tight. There's a way, I think, to pack this where you're really smushing. For now, let's just throw another towel in here and kind of feel the size of this thing. Go another one like this. Just get as much in there as we can. What did I do? 2 towels in the big packing cube, and then another one up top and another one there. If you were using that amount of clothes, right? That's a lot of clothes. This thing has a big capacity. All right, let's put this sucker on a bit. My straps are quite long here, so let me adjust those. You can definitely feel the softness of those things along the side of your spine there, the padding on the back. Okay, so when I'm carrying comfortably without the sternum strap, like this feels great. It's not very heavy. It's not very heavy right now. But do we get a little bit of that movement? I mean, a little bit. It has some movement. I bet it would move quite a bit more if meaning these straps coming from the bottom. Oh, you know what it is I've got it so tight that it doesn't move. When I'm using these without the sternum strap, this is how tight I'm gonna do it. However, I cannot get the sternum strap. Hold on. Now, these things can look a little funky. However, the way that they feel, it distributes so much more of that weight down to the front, like over to the front of the bag, okay? I feel a little bit of pinch right here, like a little bit of pressure. It's like you never really feel that on a backpack where it's coming down like this. And like I said, it's kind of a funky look. However, the way that it moves that weight feels great. So here's the bag on me. You can get a sense of the size. It feels so good to have to have it all locked in like this. Actually feels surprisingly good. You be the judge on what it looks like, but this feels like a very capable travel bag. Locked in. I am not feeling the strap movement, that U-flow by Arn strap movement very much at all. Like, even when I pull really hard, I mean, I can kind of feel it. But in movement, I don't think I'm gonna feel that a lot. There's no hip strap down here. I don't really feel like I need it. I do feel somehow a little bit more brought forward than normal with a backpack. Like it's pulling it more to the front of me. And then these sternum straps, if you don't want them, they kind of fold in like this and you go to just regular strap mode. This strap on the shoulder, this feels pretty interesting. It is not super stiff. It's very soft. It's very supple. And this softness here you feel a lot. But you see how thin this strap is? I wonder if that, like narrow like this, I wonder if that affects, if that wears on you over time. It doesn't feel like it's going to. This is super cushy. All of this is. And then this was nice. Lots of airflow through the bag. And then if you needed to, you can really cinch this down. I'm not filling up the bag all the way just yet, right? So you can cinch this down and get it nice and tight. Now you got a tight little pack for when you get into transit mode. The tighter you have it, the harder it is to get into here, but this does have a little bit of dimension built in. That's nice. This is the size of the bag compressed. Okay, completely compressed, which is, it's a very tall bag. This looks, I think it looks really good. You know, I think it looks really good. I have some ideas on updating this handle, for example, some things that make it feel a little bit more like unique to AXONE, applied directly to the forehead. But this is like that little shot of orange down here, this little piping, zip pulls. I'm impressed with this stuff. I continue to be impressed with what they're designing. You'd be stoked with a bag like this. I'll link below to their Kickstarter, which is live now. I'll link below to the previous daily carry bag that I reviewed from them. And ultimately, I'll link below to anything that I think is relevant to this, you know? What's unique about this bag, probably more than anything else, is this harness system, and I think it looks quite clean. I am not sure how to pronounce AXONE, X1, but the little dissolving logo, I don't know. It just looks pretty cool. What do you think? Comments below. What's your take on this brand new bag and rolling luggage from AXONE? AXONE. Shout out to you. How are you? Where are you traveling? Where are you going next? What's going on? Is your business recession proof? I just recorded the last episode of a podcast that I did for years and years and years, The Fizzle Show. It was a podcast about business stuff. So if that's out when I make this video, I'll link to that below. That was really great. So, be yourself. You don't know where you're going to go. You don't know what you're going to do. This is the thing about travel. That is the thing about travel. You do not know what you're going to encounter. And you're kind of signing yourself up for that. It is unpredictable. Life that you're living right now is probably very predictable. In fact, it may be too predictable. As humans, we like novelty. As biological organisms, we like novelty. You wouldn't be here, and none of us would be here if it weren't for branching out and trying things. I think we get more scared about going to the places because it fucks with our predictability. And once you're out there in it, there's something it reminds you of that's like, oh, I feel more invigorated. I feel more alive, right? Luckily, with a luggage setup like this, you can just bring everything that you need, right? If you're traveling with this and this, you're living in Portugal for 3 months. You know, you're moving in Costa Rica. You're checking out the American South, like in a rental car for 4 months or something, right? With not just your clothes, but or maybe like your whole family's packing in this kind of thing. It's nice. All right. So anyways, I just want you to feel like you can get out and travel. And you know, sometimes it costs money, right? And sometimes it doesn't cost all that much money. Sometimes you just fucking go, you know? So just drive, just get there. Stay at a La Quinta Inn or stay with a buddy, right? I did that recently in Bozeman. I'll link to that vlog there. Okay. Here to answer any questions about travel stuff, about life in general. You know, I review bags a lot, but I'm in it. I like real life stuff. You know, I like real life stuff, and I find that travel has gotten me into a lot of real life stuff. Definitely. I think this is a good travel backpack. You should know about it. Bye.